Well, guys, my cold ain't getting any better. I'm eating a lot of processed food, and it's just making it worse. I had grilled cheese sandwich, and I'm not one to eat that kind of food, but I'm a vegan. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, but I got that post nasal drip where it goes down in your throat, makes you cough, and but I'll be leaving here pretty soon. Here, probably gonna leave Sunday and be down in Arizona a couple days. And uh, other than that, not much has been happening. I just feel like everything is on freeze right now. I don't know what's going on, but uh, I thought it was getting better last night, and it just feels like when I eat something, it makes it worse, or maybe the Most High is trying to let me know to keep my mouth shut, or maybe He's trying to tell me I need to get out of here. It could be a multitude of things. I don't know. But in this video, I want to talk about fallen angels. I got some scriptures here from the Bible. Tomorrow, I'll be talking a little bit more about the Antichrist and so on and so forth. I got stuff I wanted to talk about. But to me, the AI, even cell phones and internet, all that stuff is fallen angel technology. As it says in the Book of Enoch. I know a lot of people, they don't like the Book of Enoch because it's not canonical like the Bible, but it talks about us, the elect. It talks about Metatron, and it wasn't just Ezekiel being close to God. It was Enoch, and who later transformed into Metatron, and it talks about seasons and dates and times in there, and it talks about the many levels of hell and the many levels of heaven, and all the fallen angels, of course, and talks about everything, and just about everything in the Book of Enoch. So, but I got Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. And to me, I kind of feel like, sorry about this cough, but try to hold it together here. It's easier said than done. I'm still going to make these videos. It doesn't matter. Good problem solving for that is fasting. Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, so much so that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. If it were, yep. That's probably coming. Probably along the lines, probably the mark of the beast, I bet. But I got 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaks expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. I mean, that's already pretty much happening right now. A lot of people are, they're giving up on God because, well, I mean, say for instance, semen retention, a lot of people that practice it and then they don't see the results, so they just give up, And then a lot of people that, God has a purpose for you, are just going to have to wait and hang in there, and a lot of these people are giving up on that too, and they're switching over to witchcraft and everything else, because we are in the last days, so you got a lot of people already giving up and failing, so Colossians 2:8. You know, that's another thing I'm going to say too. No matter what, I'm going to hang in there to the end, even if God doesn't reveal my purpose to me or not. Even if I have to go back to work in a work environment I don't want to work in. You know, let's say, for instance, YouTube doesn't take off for me. I don't care. As long as I'm obedient to God, I'm going to stay obedient all the way to the end. I don't really care if he has a purpose for me or not. If he does, he does. And if he don't, he don't. You know, and I mean, I'm just going to hang in there and just do the best that I know how to do. And, you know, I'm never going to give up. I'm just going to keep plugging away at it and just do the best I can. That's all I can do, you know. Obviously, times are going to get harder. You know, I believe there's even some chosen ones that they've been walking with God for 10, 15, 20 years. But when the end times come, when the times get hard, they're going to forget about all the times they did have, you know, that were hard. And who knows? You know, I just don't know. But Colossians 2:8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. And, you know, sadly, that's why I like to stay out of churches, because a lot of them churches are, especially in the end times, you know, they're going to be deceiving. Like it says, you know, falling away from the faith. I mean, you're going to get discouraged in that place. Best thing to do is this: if God has you isolation and he has you separated, you know, for his purpose or his, whatever the case may be, I would just stay in that situation, even if it's lonely. You're better off that way, because once you get hooked up with the church, and I know a lot of people say it's not good to be isolated, but then, you know, it's not good to be around a bunch of, you know, people that are going to try to get you to fall away, you know, and that's not going to help you. And then just, you know, there's even verses for that bad company corrupts good manners, you know, so. But if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. You're more than welcome to comment down below, like always. I thank each and every one of you subscribers, and hope you guys have a good night. And that's what I pray for. I just keep praying for more subscribers, and I'm glad that you guys like my videos. And like I said, I mean, you're more than welcome to comment down below. If you don't like my videos, you're more than welcome to dislike it. Let me know. Be honest, you know, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, you know. Be honest with me. If you don't like my video, then you don't like it. But, you know, I'm just going to keep plugging away and making these videos and doing my best, you know. And I hope you guys all have a good night. We'll see you on the next video.